LAZER 103.3. Hello, song. We're done with you. 721 Morning Moose Show. Feb-brew-ary continues and ends in Ames. This Thursday, wrapping it up in Ames at Torrent Brewing Company. And the owner, brewer, Andy McCormick, is with us. Good morning, Andy.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
When did your brewery start?
Funny thing is, our brewery actually opened Thursday. So this weekend.
Shut up.
This weekend.
No, shut up. Really.
This weekend was our first to actually open the doors.
Wow. So we're getting there right as that cap has been popped on that bottle.
Yeah, you guys are getting it pretty darn fresh. Yeah.
Wow. I thought you guys had been around for a few months.
We've been around for a few months, but just haven't been open. And we finally got all the paperwork ready with the city and opened the doors.
Cool. So now it's official. People can go there. 4 to 10 most days?
Yeah,
except for Wednesday and Tuesday?
Yeah, it's normal hours are Thursday and Friday 4:30 to 10, Saturday 11 to 10, and Sunday 1 to 5. But we're open up a few minutes early for this Thursday.
I see you got going through a Kickstarter campaign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we launched a Kickstarter to do some crowdfunding to help out with some of the items in the tap room and finish out some important things we wanted to get done.
Those are cool. I like the Kickstarters.
Yeah, it was.
I always want to be a part of one.
Yeah, it was fun, but a lot of challenge marketing and everything. You really got to hit the street hard for the whole entire time.
Well, really? Especially in a college town.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
Because you have to get that market to kind of hey, come on, because you guys are not near Welch.
Yeah, no, we're actually 504 Burnett, about a block and a half to 2 blocks just north of Main Street. And the thing with the university crowd, I think once we got to them, they just started spreading the word on Facebook and Twitter, for us.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It's all free and awesome.
Yeah. It's sort of, you start out slow and then it just sort of a big wave comes, and hits.
You got to do that viral marketing / social marketing. But
word of mouth is the best, man.
Oh, yeah. No, especially these days. It's not only the best, it's probably the most return on investment.
Yeah, because it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, pretty economically.
So tell us
about radio advertising, just saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we just undercut our sales
I know.
staff.
I was like, thanks, guys.
We don't need them.
Who cares? We're going to be done at the end of the year anyways.
What's the tell us about the beers there at Torrent. What do you have?
Sure. Currently, I have 6 in-house beers. Basically, we start out from light and go dark and raise the alcohol from there. We have a blonde ale, a brown ale, an IPA, a milk stout, an American brown, and also a double IPA that comes in at 9.3 on the ABV. We also do an in-house root beer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
always popular.
That's been pretty popular. I had to get some kegs, more kegs made of it. And then we have a Sutliff cider for non-beer drinkers.
You made a cider?
Well, actually, we brought it in. It's one of our guest taps.
Okay.
They're from Lisbon, Iowa, so we kept everything local. And then, in addition to Sutliff, we brought in 2 guest taps from Confluence Brewing Company here in Des Moines, nice. And then also a Twisted Vine Brewing Company in St. Charles. So just breweries that sort of helped us out and breweries that we like their beer, and so we wanted to mix it in and help complement our lineup.
How did the people at Confluence help?
Confluence Brewing Company literally were open books for us. I went down there multiple times on brew days, asked the 3 guys, questions about everything from kettle size to burners to how you do this, paperwork. I mean, they were absolutely amazing.
That's cool.
Their name comes up an awful lot.
Yeah, they're great guys.
Yeah, and they
and
kind
good
of
beer.
Yeah, and they kind of started kind of like you guys did, where it was just we're going to start something small, and then it's slowly grown into other things.
Yeah, I think they've got some pretty big things coming down the road.
Yes.
Andy McCormick from Torrent Brewing Company. Feb-brew-ary stop this Thursday, 4 to 6. We'll tell you about some deals here in a little bit, b-sox.
What's the beer you have on your bad day?
The beer I have on my bad day, it's probably the double IPA. It's got a little bit more kick. It takes care of the edge, and I'm really into hops. I like a hoppy bite. But if I go away from the double, it's probably over to the stout. Myself. So
what is a hoppy? Does that mean more bitter?
Well, it's bitter and aroma.
Okay.
Both.
I don't do the hops well.
Okay.
My husband loves it. He loves an IPA.
Awesome.
And I drink it, and I'm like, yeah.
One of my buddies, that's all he'll drink now.
Is IPAs?
Is hoppy IPAs.
Yeah. It's I think it's a taste that you acquire.
Yeah, the way it's described to me by a lot of people is the first few times that they drink it, it's definitely something you got to get used to. And then once you have it, you sort of, your threshold keeps rising and rising and rising for it, and you just want more and more and more.
Is Sierra Nevada, is that like a hoppy ale?
Yeah, that's a hoppy pale.
Okay.
I think that's a Cascade.
Okay.
Hop. Yeah.
And how did you get into brewing? Were you one of these guys who had the set at home messing around and it just kind of grew from there?
Yeah. I bought a homebrew kit like almost 9 years ago, a bucket, basically. And the first batch I made completely was garbage. And luckily I made it through that and got batch 2 into the bucket, and it wasn't too bad. And from there,
less vomiting.
Yeah. It didn't make me sick, and I thought, this is pretty cool, little hobby thing to get into, and it just sort of exploded from there.
It's interesting to see. I used to be kind of dumbfounded that a lot of brewers started with the home kit, and here they are. They got the huge stainless steel tubs and the big operation going.
$500,000 invested.
Yeah.
But you see more and more brewers like that. I'm getting less and less surprised by that. That just seems like almost a natural progression anymore.
Is your background in anything having to do with, food science or anything like that?
My background's not
stripped. You stripped for 10 years.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I did strip for 10 years.
Okay.
Paid my way through school. No. I would say my background and sort of personality is do it yourself,
Okay.
and really, I think, if I try something, I want to see if I can make it myself and then sort of improve it from there. And so it's just sort of a hands-on thing that I really just, sort of enjoy digging my hands into something. So
cool.
And he likes putting his hands in your beer. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah, he stirs. That's how he stirs it.
That's a secret recipe.
Eddie McCormick, owner brewer of Torrent Brewing Company, Burnett Avenue, 504 in Ames. We'll be there this Thursday, and $2 off pints for the first hour that we're there, so 4 to 5. And then the second hour, $1 off pints. And enjoy all those fantastic beers there at Torrent Brewing Company. Eddie, it was a pleasure meeting you. We'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's 7:28 on Laser Sports. It's coming up.